Good morning, friends. Here I am with another video that I hope y'all enjoy. Today we're going to be doing a potato salad. Um, Potato salads are to your preference of your taste. I know I sound like a broken record when I say that, but um, there's so many different versions. Some people like celery in theirs, or some make a mustard base or mayonnaise base. Well, mine has both in it, and some people like the potatoes chunky. I like mine a little between the mashed and the chunky. It, but when you're cooking, you do it the way you like it. If you like big chunks, do it. This is just my version, and we really like it, so I hope y'all like it too. So we're gonna head over here to the stove, and I will be pausing this video. I'm not gonna make y'all stay on here while the potatoes boil or whatever, but anyways, this is the way we're gonna get started. Right now, so far, in this pan, I've got some potatoes that I already peeled, and I've got salt in there. So I'm gonna turn it on, and these will probably, I got it on about a little over medium. They'll cook faster that way. You just gotta watch them so they don't boil over. And they'll probably cook about between 10 and 15 minutes. You don't want them soupy, but you want them done. And in this pot, I'm going to get the water boiling. The only thing in there is water, and I'm going to boil an egg. That's another thing, with potato salad. A lot of people, it's your taste. Again, I hate to keep saying that, but it's, I like just one egg in mine. I'm not a real big boiled egg in my potato salad fan, but it's got to be in there. I miss it when it isn't in there. Something's missing. So anyways, you would just do however many you like. If I've only peeled 3 medium-sized potatoes in my pan. You can double it. You can make as many or as little as you want. You just adjust the seasonings to your taste. And it's just me and my husband. I don't want to eat potato salad for a week, but that's why I'm only doing a little bit. So I'm going to let this egg water come to a boil, and then what I do, there's a lot of different ways to cook boiled eggs. The way I do it, and where they're easy to peel, the peel just slides right off. And when you're making deviled eggs, that's something you really want, and it took me a long time to figure this out, but I bring my water to a boil, and then I take my egg out of the fridge and I put it in there. I let it boil for 12 minutes, and then I run it under tap water, and then I put ice in there, and I leave it in there for 15 minutes, and you may not have to do it this long, but this is what works for me. And the peel just slips right off every time. Every time. So anyways, when this water comes to a boil, I'll be back. I don't want to keep y'all on here waiting for water to boil, or it'll never boil. That's what they say anyways. If you're watching, it never boils. So anyways, I'll be back in a minute. Hello. Well, the water is just about boiling. I hope y'all can see that. I'm going to go ahead and add my egg. I'm going to get it out of the fridge, so I like it to be cold. Then I'm just going to get this spoon here, and I'm just going to drop it down in there. And then I'm going to set my timer for 12 minutes. I'm a firm believer in timers, by the way. I know I've probably said that in my other videos, but it takes all the guesswork out. I'm going to continue to let these potatoes boil. When the timer goes off, I'm going to drain this water and let it run under tap water. Probably about 30 seconds or a minute. And then I'm going to put ice in there, and I'm going to set the timer again for 15 minutes, and then the egg will be all done. And when you put that ice in there and you let it set, you can actually handle the egg. It's cold then. So anyways, we're going to continue this process, and I'll see y'all in a minute, okay? Hey y'all, I'm back again. The timer just went off for the eggs. So I'm going to turn the heat off, and I'm going to go over to the stove and run some tap water on it for a minute or so. I hope y'all can hear me. My exhaust fan kicked on because it gets hot in this kitchen. And I just turned the potatoes off. They look like they are ready. Hope y'all can see those, but they're not too soupy yet, so that's good. I'm fixing to drain those. And I've turned the tepid water off, and I'm pouring some of it out. And I'm going to go over here to the freezer and put ice in this can. I just put several scoops in there. And I'll set my timer again for 15 minutes this time. And that'll be good and ready. I'm going to go ahead and drain these potatoes. And I have a bowl here. I'm just going to put the potatoes in it. Now, if you stir the potatoes right away, you're going to break them up. So if you don't like them, you know, mashed a little, you don't want to stir them. But I like mine mashed a little, but I just take my spoon. I don't take out a mixer or nothing. I just take my spoon and mash it up a little bit. And I don't like to put mayonnaise on top of hot potatoes. So I'm not going to add all that stuff that I add. But anyways, I'll tell you what I'm going to use though. I'm going to use some mayonnaise, and I don't measure it, but I'll show you what I do. I'm going to use probably about a tablespoon of mustard. And I use this Jane's Crazy mixed up salt. Let's see if I can see the ingredients. It's salt, herbs, and spices, dehydrated onion, and garlic. And I love this stuff on potato salad, and I usually put it on there liberally, you know, just however much I think. That's probably about a half a teaspoon. And I like to do it when the potatoes are hot, because I like to, when that mix hits those hot potatoes, you can smell it, and there's celery in there somewhere, because I know I smell that. And it adds a really good flavor to your potato salad. But anyways, I also use bourbon smoked paprika. I just sprinkle a little bit on top. It don't taste like bourbon, but it gives it a real good smoky flavor. And I have to get this on Amazon, and it is a little bit high, but it'll last you forever. I use sweet relish. I use some chopped onion. And I use dill relish. I don't like big chunky pickles in mine, but if you're a big chunky pickle eater, then cut you up 3 or 4 spears, or however many you like, how as big as you like. I used to, but as I've gotten older, I just feel like it's just easier, you know, to do dill relish. You get the same results. And I also put a little bit of the real bacon pieces. See how you can see that they're actually cooked. Looks like cooked bacon. Let me take some out and see if you can see what I'm talking about. It's not those dried bits. Let me see, where are you? There you are. These are the real things. And I put a little bit of that in there, and oh man, it just changes the whole flavor. But I'm gonna let these potatoes cool off a few minutes, because like I said, I don't like putting mayonnaise on top of hot stuff. But if you do it. Go ahead and do it now. In fact, sometimes if I want to speed the process up, I'll stick these potatoes in the freezer for a few minutes and let them start getting not cold, but cooler. But I'm going to stop the video again so y'all don't have to wait for the egg to get through and the potatoes to cool off a few minutes. And then once they're cooled off a little bit and the egg is done sitting there, I'll come back on and show you how we finish this. I hope y'all enjoy this. I really enjoy cooking, and I hope y'all try some of my recipes, because I think you'll be happy with them. But anyways, I'll see you in a minute. Okay, y'all, I'm back now. I had the potatoes in the freezer. They're still pretty warm though. while the egg was sitting in the ice bath. So I'm going to go over there and get the egg. Alright, I got it out. I'm going to have to move this over so y'all can see, because I don't have much counter space in my kitchen. But anyways, here's the chopping block, and that usually will help me give y'all a better idea of what I'm doing over here. I got my egg out, and I just crack it, and then I roll it. You see, I just roll it real gently. If you do hard, it'll pop it open. But here's my garbage bowl. And see how easy this just peels off, y'all? It doesn't tear the egg at all. Look at that. It's done. That's your egg. And I dip it back in the cold water to rinse it, just to make sure there's no little shells on it. And I don't cut my egg up. I just squish them with my hands. My hands are clean. But I want to show y'all. See, there's no green around it. It's just a perfectly boiled egg. And I just use my fingers and I squish the eggs up. Now, if you're a chopper, chop them. But I just like to do this. It just kind of squishes them up real good. Anyways, this will be done in just a second. I gotta rinse my hands off. I'm gonna cut up the onion. Now, it's all to taste, so if you don't like very much onion in yours, don't put very much. We like onion, so I will be. That's got a little bad spot in it, so I'm just going to cut that off. And the way I slice them, I saw it on a Food Network show many years ago, but anyways, you just, I cut them in half, and then I do it that way, and then I just, however big you want yours cut up, that's what I do. Okay, and then I just cut them this way. And we like onions in ours, so I'll probably put quite a bit. Try not to overdo it though. And see how that does? It's already cut up in little squares for you when you cut it like that. But some of them, oops, there went one on the floor. Sometimes they fly off the cutting board. And then you're done. I mean, that was pretty quick, wasn't it? So then I'm going to put all mine in there. Like I said, if you don't like onions, leave them out. Maybe you can put some onion powder in yours. Or none at all, whatever you like. Okay, I'm going to give this a little quick toss. See, the potatoes are still kind of warm. I probably should put it back in the freezer, but I'm not going to. Now, if you don't like yours mashed up some, you want to stir it as little as possible when they're warm. Otherwise, they're going to tear up and mash up. But anyways, now we're going to get my little bowl here. Get some mayonnaise out. I don't know how much for that. I'll probably put maybe half a cup. Not going to measure because I never do, but I mean, you can if you want to. But that should be plenty right there. And then I like to mix mine up in this before I pour it in there. And I'll put probably like a tablespoon of mustard. And then I put my Jane's Crazy mixed up salt. And I don't measure, but I probably put about half a teaspoon or a teaspoon. And then I put a splash of milk in mine, just to make it creamy. Try not to go too crazy with the milk, but get my little bitty whisk here, and I'll whisk it all together. If it's too thin, you got too much milk in there, just add a little bit more mayonnaise. Whatever thickness you like. And I always taste this part, because if you don't, you may not have enough seasoning in it. And I'm going to put a little bit more in mine. it's not going to make it too salty. But this is the consistency that you really want. Kind of like pancake batter maybe. Maybe cake batter. But that's the consistency that I like to achieve. And now what I'm going to do, I don't put as much sweet relish in ours. We like it just a tad sweet. We don't like to just like go crazy. So this is probably a tablespoon, maybe a little bit more. I mean, it depends on your preference. If you like sweet potato salad, then go for it. And this is dill relish. And I put more dill in mine than I do sweet. I put 2 tablespoons. But, like I said, if you like pickles in yours, then do it. You know, cut up 3 or 4 spears and it'll be just fine. I give it a quick stir again because I want to see the pickles in there. If I can't see them, then I want to add more. Okay, that's about good. Now, but I didn't add pepper to this, so I'm going to add a little bit of pepper to this. As much or as little as you like, or none at all, it doesn't matter. And then I'm going to put the real bacon pieces in there. Oh, if I can get them open. There we go. I don't know, a 1/4 cup maybe. Just whatever you like. This is just a guide. I'm going to stir that up a little bit. And now I'm going to put my dressing in there. And I'm going to put it all. You can put a little bit at a time if you want to. I don't like it real juicy, but I don't like it dry either. Oops. And I'm just going to stir this up. Like that. Stir this up real good. That was probably a little bit, maybe. No, it's working out pretty good. If it's too wet for you, add another egg or something that'll make it come together for you. Now I'm going to taste it because you got to taste potato salad to see if there's enough seasoning. Y'all, that is good. That is so good. Now, I'll take my potato salad and move it to a bowl that has a lid. Because I like to. Some people like theirs at room temperature. We like ours cold. But it's whatever you like. If you like it room temperature, serve it right away. If you like it cold, put it in the fridge for several hours. Now the last thing, I'm going to wash my hands. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of my bourbon smoked paprika on the top. The way I like to do it is just take my clean fork, stick it in there, and just kind of, if you don't like smoked stuff, just use regular paprika. This gives it a good flavor though. I think y'all will really like it. Anyways, that's the potato salad that I made for y'all this morning. Now I'm going to stick it in the fridge and, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours we'll be eating a good potato salad. Anyways, turn y'all back over to me. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and if you're on YouTube, I hope you will like it and subscribe to my channel. If you're on Facebook, watching on Grammy's Home Cooking on both channels, I pray that you would like it and share it. I hope you'll have a wonderful day, and my next video will be homemade banana nut bread. So it's a recipe that my daughter loves it. That's probably one of the most things she requests from me. So anyways, if you're into that kind of stuff, that'll be my next recipe or video. So I hope you'll have a wonderful day, and thank you for tuning in and watching me. I appreciate you. Bye bye.